opened it with like, I don't know. I didn't even do that right. I'm so glad you guys saw the latter half of that. It's terrible. Anyways, we're going to let it heat up for just a second here. We don't get to say those words too often living in Sioux Falls this time of the year. So we're just going to let it kind of warm up, and get the word out there a little bit. We are coming to you live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter simultaneously, which is kind of gnarly. So that's kind of fun.
Yeah, I wonder how much longer we're going to be able to do this on Twitter because, according to the owners, they're taking away that live feature.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. That's a bummer.
It's not a foregone conclusion that they're going to take care of it. They're in talks to get rid of the live. So
you heard it here first. Rainbow exclusive. Yes. Even though Casey heard it somewhere else, so it's not. That's fine. That's fine. All right. Well, let's kick it off, man. Yeah. All right, everybody. It is your boy Johnny 5 here, and of course joined by
Casey the Illusionist.
Woo! Yes. January 11th, you guys, 2023. I cannot believe that it is a new year, and it doesn't really feel like it is. It feels like a continuation of like December. Really, right. It does. Like the world has not slowed down at all. We are going warp speed here. We're tackling a lot of fun projects right now. Casey has been pricing up a storm. So for those of you that are into sports cards, be checking those key player buckets, be checking the cases. There's been some really cool finds. And he's just been crushing it with the volume of cards there. We've been getting a lot of comics out. Shout out to Patrick for helping me out with that tonight, getting those comics out there. So if you guys are looking for anything, let us know. We're happy to help. But new Wednesday, new products in the store, all sorts of cool things. So we're going to follow that show protocol and let Casey take the wheel.
Yeah. Unfortunately, only one new thing for sports, and that was kind of weird.
What happened?
You didn't see the circle thing in the Rainbow Live 1?
No.
It went black and had the circle thing. But anyway, how's it going, Tony?
Bro.
I think it's because Tony illusioned himself into the chat.
Did he like superimpose him? Okay, how do I...
Left side.
Is that really a thing?
Yes.
I don't like that. All right. Good evening to you, Tony. I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, left click, right click. Just like a regular
mouse. I didn't
mouse.
even think about that. Okay. Sorry, guys. I anyways, it's fine.
Yeah. Brand new
I just lost all credibility right now with Casey. It's fine.
Brand new sports product this week, NBA Hoops 2022-2023. So those of you that this is this is one of the cheaper products for packs, individual packs. So those of you that have been waiting for something that's more affordable basketball wise, that's in now. So
boom.
That's it for sports cards. Other than we're still doing our baseball break. Get in on that. We're going to be starting our football break here soon, since the baseball break has been open for at least a couple weeks now. So people have been asking about specific players in the football. I'm like, well, hey, you might get that in the football break once I open that up. So I'll open that up here real quick, or real soon. I shouldn't say real quick.
Real quick.
So that way we can get that going. And that's about it for the sports card world. So
yeah. Also, before we hop in the books, the other thing, and we don't bring this up enough, and we really should. I was giving kudos to Casey for his work. Trevor's been doing Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon restock, but an additional storefront, if you guys are at all inclined towards the eBays, Ken has been just crushing it on our eBay store. So we literally have a ton of stuff listed, from tabletop games to magazines to toys. So if it's something that you're looking that's super unique, super niche, definitely check out our eBay store, because we have a lot of cool things that we don't have in our store here or in Lincoln. It's a separate thing entirely. So our eBay store is rocking and rolling. So definitely check it out. Tony, I see your note here. I'm going to show Casey that I can left click. Yes. I used my Doc Ock claws and hacked into Rainbow Live 1 cam. Lol. That's fair. But we got books tonight. And I pulled way too many, so I might just give some of these to you.
That's fine.
Yeah. Here, I'll give you a stack.
Okay.
There you go. All right. So we're going to talk books tonight. Anything else before we hop into Comic Land?
No. Not that I can think of.
All right. So. Into Comic Land we go. This was a really dynamic week, you guys. The wall was bursting with cool offerings, and so we're excited to kind of go through them. I unfortunately don't have the John Nordstrom favorite because he left his stack at home. So I didn't have the recommendations from him this time around. So we're just kind of going to go in blind and talk about some books for this week. I'll hop in first here and whittle down the old mountain. First off, from Marvel, we have X-Men issue number 18. The series continues to delight. I'm actually really enjoying it, and I'm finally caught up on my X titles for the most part, so it's nice to just be able to pick it up and read it, and be okay with that versus being 4 months back, which is where I was a couple of weeks ago. Up next, this was a really cool cover. I was really interested in the use of the old logo and just the color and everything. It just looked really cool to me. So Wolverine issue number 29. Yes. It's a variant cover. It's ironically not the one I'm going with, though. I went with the A cover just because I liked it better, but I just wanted to highlight this one. From Image Comics, we have Time Before Time. This is issue 19, featuring a really cool-looking pyramid-esque structure hanging out on the cover. Dig it. And, of course, with all Image offerings, the artwork on the back. Love it. Marvel continues to delight with Tiger Division. This is issue number 3. Loving this book so far, and being issue number 3, definitely have opportunity to jump on. Whoa, we have a celebrity here in the comments. Taylor is in the building from Lincoln. Hey, Taylor, how are you? Shout out. And Taylor, if you want to join sometime, let us know. We'll get you on. And Chad, hello to Chad as well. I'm working on my left clicking ability tonight. There we go. We got it. Did I do it right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
You could always just add a mouse.
I know. Anyways, I'm terrible at touchpads. Do you want me to do this one or do you want to do this one? Okay. This last one that I'll do, and then I'll take Casey in here. I really loved this Disney What If variant cover. So this is actually ASM 17, but I just love that cover so much, featuring Disney characters as the Avengers. I just thought it was so fun, and I'm getting it just because it makes me happy. So, yeah.
All right, so we'll do a little bit of small stack off mine. So I inherited about a little bit from John. We'll start off with Image from Image Comics, 10,000 Black Feathers. I believe this is issue number 5. Really, actually, interesting art little piece, I don't know if you can count as many feathers that it comes out to 10,000, but it's still a whole bunch of feathers on there.
A lot of feathers.
And then for those of you that love the Blade Runner movies, and both the first and the second one, Blade Runner 2039 issue number 2, which just the art in there, just from when I looked at through the first, when we talked about the first one, I don't remember how long ago that was. Would that have been like a month ago?
Probably.
Yeah, just the art looked pretty cool, and just looking at it now, the art is pretty cool as well. And then also that was from Titan Comics. So another one from Image Comics, we have Black Cloak, which just based off of the cover itself, just seems like kind of that sci-fi-esque type of interesting story that I might look into. And then do just a couple more. For Marvel Comics, we have Black Panther number 13. That is actually a nice colorful cover. You got Black Panther and Iron Man. It almost seems like Black Panther and his cohorts are fighting the Avengers, maybe, because you got Iron Man. Oh, sorry, I guess I'll show you guys Iron Man over here. And can't think of the person who would have pink lasers coming from her hands or whatever, but just based on that assumption, it just seems like Black Panther versus the Avengers. And then from DC Comics, we have Batman Urban Legends number 23, The Final Showdown, which this cover actually is really, really cool. It's got all of the characters on there, from Batman to all of the villains. Well, not all of the villains, but a good majority of the villains. And so I'll pass back to Johnny.
All right. Well, let's catch up really quick here on some comments. Holy participation tonight, you guys, and thank you for tuning in again. From Chad, he wanted to lift up. He got a cover of Wolverine because of Sabretooth on it, which is awesome. Taylor's lifting up that the Disney covers are amazing, and with several cute ones coming up later, which is true. Let's see. What do we got? I had a tough choice on the Daredevil covers, though. That's true. There were some mean ones this week, including the main cover I thought was equally sharp. Taylor is lifting up. So this is really interesting. At the Lincoln store, they do the pick of the week, so the staff picks. And so Black Cloak that you talked about was her pick of the week. That's awesome. It's a fantasy murder mystery. Fantastic. I know Tom got it, but we can't film tonight because he's not available. So I won't get to hear his thoughts until later. Has the Eminem crew on the back. Well, I think it was probably on the one issue that you were showing the cover at me, Black Panther. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's amazing. All right. On my side here, some more fun books that I pulled. First of all, a Spawn book, Unwanted Violence, issue number 1. Ooh. We have from Marvel, kind of a fun tribute cover, to the X-Men covers, but we have the Savage Avengers 2099. This is issue number 9. And I love that nod to the X-Men. It makes me happy. This is one that Patrick on our team is super interested about and excited about. Nemesis Reloaded from Image Comics, issue number 1. So if you see Patrick, that's the way to his heart. Right, Patrick? Okay. I think he's probably not. He's ignoring me right now. That's fine. From Marvel, we have Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, issue number 2. P.S. Animated feature coming very, very, very shortly on Disney+. So for those of you that are interested in learning more about the character, what a cool opportunity. Plus, there's a series of one-shots that came out 3-4 months ago, intersecting with teams like the X-Men, Spider-Man, or Miles Morales. Opportunity to learn more about her for sure.
Second pile that I've compiled, we got Batman Incorporated number 4 from DC, and then also from DC, book number 3 of Batman and the Joker, the Deadly Duo.
Cover. This cover is so cool. I love it.
And then issue number 1 of the Avengers War Across Time. I wonder if that's a hint at possibly making mentions of what we're going to be learning in the MCU now.
Whoa.
And then from Dark Horse Comics, we have Assassin's Apprentice number 2, which actually the first one was pretty cool. So it'll be interesting to see what continues in issue number 2. And then final for this group of books, we got Batman: The Adventure Continues, season 3, issue number 1. And it's got that old Batman The Adventures Saturday morning cartoon feel on the whole cover and title and all that. And so just reading that brings back that Kevin Conroy voice.
Hey. So, boom. All right. Continuing on our trend here, we have Marvel. We have Monica Rambeau Photon, issue number 2. Issue 1 was a lot of fun, you guys. I don't know this character at all. I jumped in. I wanted to learn more, and I got exactly what I wanted, and I loved it. Also in issue number 2, Miles Morales Spider-Man versus Scorpion. Issue number 1 was a pleasant surprise for me. So I got it because it was a Peach Momoko variant cover. And I read it, and I had so much fun with that book. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, it's an excellent jumping on point just to check it out. Give it a whirl. Yeah. Chad, I saw your question here come through, and it's a good one. Have you been reading Daredevil? I personally did the Devil's Reign event, and then I've been reading Punisher, so Daredevil appeared in that, but I haven't been reading Daredevil, the standalone series. I am thinking I'm going to probably pick up this week's because it did look interesting to me, just to try it out. But it's not one that I'm personally actively collecting. I don't think you are either. Yeah. From DC Comics, we have DC Universe Lazarus Planet Alpha. So this is a one-shot, you guys. So if you're asking at the register to get this added to your pull list, this one we cannot. There is a Planet Omega, I believe, that I saw. So I've been adding that on for people that are interested in the story, just to make sure that they get a copy of that.
And from what I saw on the shelves, there's a special cover that has this might make it a little bit more rare, or maybe not, just because you know how kids can be with some comic books, but they have little trading cards that you can rip off the cover. So.
Oh. That's interesting. I just like that foil one that we were talking about. That was really sharp. From DC, we have I Am Batman, issue number 17. I went with the B cover. I just thought it was really sharp, and I wanted to highlight it. From DC, and this will be my last one. We have The Human Target, book 10. I love the retro vibes from this. And also, just the fun artwork on the back of these has been a lot of fun, too. So, it's cool.
All right, and for my final pile, I'm going to start out with a little bit of a kids book. Those of you who have kids who are just learning about Star Wars, this is a good introduction. It looks to be, those little golden books that you love to buy for your little kids. We have Star Wars: The Mandalorian, This Is the Way. So those of you that want to get a little bit of a Star Wars kids book. Also on the trade paperback, we have Star Wars Darth Vader, the Shadow's Shadow, which is actually Star Wars Darth Vader issues 23 through 27. So those of you that haven't read those issues and want a quick catch me up, this would be the perfect buy right there. So you don't have to buy every single issue. And then next, we have The Mandalorian, issue number 7, which I grabbed this cover just because, you can't go wrong with grabbing Grogu.
That's awesome.
And then we have Star Wars, The High Republic Adventures, Turf War with Dank Grax. This is issue number 2 of Star Wars High Republic Adventures. And I think it's really, really cool just because whenever I play Star Wars games, I always am a character who is a dual bladed, not the Darth Maul dual bladed, but the dual wielded lightsabers. Next we have Star Wars The High Republic, issue number 4, Enter the Herald. Really cool series going on in the Star Wars The New High Republic, volume 2, as I believe is what it's called. And then
here's what I found.
Siri trying to interrupt on us.
Whoa.
Star Wars Darth Vader number 30, All Her Shadows, which I went with the actually 20th anniversary cover that we came out with, but this cover actually is quite cool in itself with Darth Vader being what looks like attacked by all of Padme's handmaidens. So, and that is my pick for the week. For those of you.
All right.
So,
boom. All right. I got a couple more books here and then we'll wrap it up. From Boom Studios, Grimm issue 7. This A cover just looked fantastic. So there was a really cool variant too, but I just steered that way. IDW brings us Godzilla, Monsters and Protectors, All Hail the King. Boom. Catching up on comments really quick here too. Chad, definitely thank you for the recommendation on Daredevil. Taylor is saying that Bridger absolutely loves Human Target. That's awesome. Cool. And Mark, thank you for tuning in from YouTube. Lots of exciting books this week. That's right. Siri had to add her own 2 cents. She does that. And Taylor says, I love Grimm. Grimm loves you. So there you go. From Marvel, we have Ghost Rider, issue number 10. I really like this cover. I think it's fun. I am a couple issues behind, so I have a lot of catching up to do. But it's going to be so fun to just binge like 5 issues or whatever I have at this point. Up next from Black Mask, I absolutely adore the title of this book, so this is work related. This is Gangster Ass Barista, and I am here for that. And it's artwork on the back. Oh my gosh. Regular is not a size. I love that. I kind of want to get this just because I'm a coffee holic, so we'll see. We shall see. Siri's just wanting to talk to the crew. That's right. She just wants to be included. It's okay. This is Flash Facsimile. I love these. I think they're sharp. I think it's a good way to just really get your mitts on some older literature and try it out and see how you feel about it. I did not know that this was happening. Dark Web tie-in Miss Marvel issue number 2. I thought issue 1 was just a one-shot, so I'm gonna probably have to set this one aside for more and try that out. And Chad, Daredevil issue number 7. I was actually eyeballing this one too, and I see Punisher looming in the background there, so I might just get it to try it out, and we'll see how it goes. And finally, last but not least, Carnage issue number 9. Crazy covers as always. Would you expect any different? Right with purple. Carnage makes the camera purple. Did you see that?
Yes.
All right.
It's a really dark cover.
This is our purple camera that gets mad at us. So anyways, yeah, we'll kill that.
Kind of need the camera, not the microphone. Though.
Yeah.
We'll keep the
audio and get rid of. I am so tired of purple camera. Make me so angry. Anyways, you guys, thank you again for the participation tonight. This was an amazing show, and the comments were amazing. So thank you. Yeah. Chad, I see you, man. Like, yeah, being behind on reads, it's the worst. Several of the customers I talked to are in that boat. But for me, I've been really just chunking it out, like reading one series a weekend to catch up kind of thing, and that's been really fun. So I just give it the old Netflix treatment, binge it. So it'll be fun. But yeah, like we said at the start of the show, you guys, a couple of things. For those of you that are interested in a baseball box break, we do still have spots available for that. Football will be kicking off soon. We are working and brainstorming on a trade day
which would
with
include
sports and non-sports.
Yep.
Pokemon could be there, Yu-Gi-Oh could be there, doesn't matter.
Yep.
Sports, and so we're working on that. And lots of new product is being replenished right now with comics and cards. Check out our eBay store, and that's it. So from a far away perspective of us here, I'm sorry about purple camera, we are going to wrap it up. I'm Johnny Five.
I'm Casey the Illusionist.
And we are Rainbow Live, and we will see you soon. P.S. Shout out to Becky for the sweet logo we have on the backdrop. Everyone show Becky love in the comments. All right. We'll see you guys next week. Bye, buddy.